And we're back. Hello. How's everybody doing? So it's officially 1 week left till Chinese New Year. So I thought that it would be nice if I can quickly get this drawing over and done with. So yeah, is everybody in the festive mood? So have you all bought all your Chinese New Year gifts, all your snacks for, visitors? Yeah, we've prepared. My house has actually prepared quite a bit of stuff. So there's like pineapple tarts, the usual. So in Singapore, it's common to have pineapple tarts and what we call ba guang, so it's like barbecued pork when we visit other people. So yeah, we will commonly eat those as when you visit someone and if you're bored, a way to kill time is to actually eat. So we have snacks to eat. So because when you're young, you actually don't really like visiting around. Does anybody get what I'm trying to say? So it's like normally when you're young, your parents will visit their relatives and their friends, but you don't really know them, so you like end up just being by yourself, and you have to try to learn to kill time. So one way to kill time would be to eat. Oh, what did I draw there? That looks weird. So yeah, there has been a tradition to eat when you're bored. Is that not? Does that look better? Still looks a bit weird, but you know what? We'll just leave that for now. So what else should we figure out? What else should we focus on? So if I take off the sketch, if I take off the line art and put the sketch back on. So yeah, we have quite a few bits and pieces to draw in. Let's reduce the opacity back down, and you know what? I really want to redraw this part of the lion dance mask, because it looks kind of wonky now. It needs to be a bit more circular. Yeah. Not sure if what I'm drawing is actually circular, but it's probably not, but guess it looks better like that. Not better as in not looking circular makes it look better, but kind of want to get all the small bits and pieces done first. So such as the lion at the back, the performing lion. Let's get the pole down. So the pole is just a simple platform for the lion dancers to actually stand on when they dance. Or rather, it's more of a performance. And not a dance. If that makes sense. So how do they actually perform? So they would like jump around these platforms. Not sure if you guys have actually seen, but to me that's quite a scary thing to do. You gotta give it to those lion dance performers, because I'm not sure if they actually fall off before during their training. They probably did, and that is something that is very scary to me, falling off from a platform, especially when you have the fear of heights. Do you guys have fear of heights? Yeah, okay, is there any like lion dancers in the chat? Or rather the viewing, what do you call, the audience? If you are one of the lion dancer, do leave a comment and tell us, have you actually fall off the platform when training? And how do you practice to, well, I guess you just need to get on the platform more and learn. But when you're dancing, don't you ever feel like you're scared that you would actually break your limbs beyond healing? Because that is really quite scary. To me at least. If you are a thrill seeker, maybe it's not that much of it, that big of a deal. Yeah, so let's see, how do I actually get this line? Oh, this beast. Don't you think it looks scary, the the actual lion dance mask? It's kind of scary to me, at least for someone who is young. Okay, that's one down. And time to draw the second one. Guess I should draw the edge of the mask, the eye first, and make a small play button. So kind of looks like a conical shaped object from a distance. Okay, now the small pupils. Does that look? No, that looks lopsided. But let's not erase the whole thing. Let's figure out what's actually wrong here. So maybe I'll extend the top. And that should help it slightly. Erase this part. Now how does it look? Let's look from here. Okay. Let's look from here. So it's slightly too wide. So maybe I should cut down on this. And draw a new line over here. Does it help? Well, it looks more balanced, but it could be more curved. Something like that. Erase the small bits, and still looks slightly off. Okay, let's see what could we fix. Okay, the lower part needs to be lower, I guess. So something like that. Yeah, that looks better. Which means the new line is not this, but the new line should be this. Which means this is not correct. Well, I'm using very fake terms like this and that. Hopefully you guys can kind of tell. Alright. And that should be a bit better. Although it's still slightly... Okay, this, the eye actually goes into the mask. So let's erase this part. And you know what? Let's try something. Let's curve it and put it closer. And that should be a bit better. Rather than looking like a line art, you know, this still looks like a rough sketch. I don't know, if I got time, I might probably fix it up. But I might not be able to finish drawing it at the time of New Year, so who knows, maybe I'll just stick with it and try to just see how it goes. Well, not see how it goes. I'm probably just gonna post this, so it will be crucial that I fix up any major mistakes or anything majorly unpleasing to the eye, and not fix every single small bit of the drawing, because I don't think I have time for that. Okay, so it has to balance, so the eye should start around here and curve up and curve down. Is the height correct? Maybe it could be a bit higher. Yep, something like that. Let's fix the placement of the eye so that it doesn't look too googly. Increase its size. Alright, that doesn't look the worst, although the outer ring could be bigger. Okay, speaking of Chinese New Year, what would be your guys' choice of soft drink during a celebration? Does not have to be Chinese New Year, you know. Just in general, because for Singaporeans it's mostly Coke, because I think it's because of the availability of that drink. And we will commonly drink those during celebrations, be it Christmas that has just passed or Chinese New Year. Okay, I've never actually celebrated other races celebration, so I'm not very sure what they actually drink during their celebration. I would assume it's also soft drinks. Or is there any special drinks that you guys have for any major celebration? There's alcohol that I know. People also drink that over here. For celebrations. Alright, so recently I just seen exactly what it was over here, and I think it was something like a bird, a small bird. but I could not actually remember what animal it is. But I guess for now I can draw something like that. So it's kind of like a bird. That looks like a skull. Oh, that's fine for now, I guess. You know what? This I guess it's okay for now. Let's just fill it. Because there's actually some streaming what do you call it? Confetti-like objects, streamers. There are actually some streamers that hangs off the beast. The what part is it? The eyelash of the beast. So yeah. Okay, that looks too fat. Let's do something like that. And something like that is fine. Because this is in the background, I don't think I would put so much emphasis on the details. Although you should probably do it if you're less on a time constraint. And generally it's good to emphasize detail for art. Because if you look through Pixiv and all, you can actually see that they actually emphasize quite a bit on detailing, although the things in the background can be very small, but it helps build the setting. Oh, speaking of setting, one thing that I recently have a thought experiment on is on so for storytelling, there's actually 3 important components in storytelling for the first few episodes at least. So you would normally introduce your character or the problem in the world or the setting. So what do I mean by this? So in a story, you always have okay, what am I drawing here? Wait, let me erase all of this. So normally in your, let's just fatten up the legs, and let's just draw simple fish scales and be done with it. So normally for the first few chapters of a story, you always introduce the character, and so you introduce 3 things: the character, the problem, and the world. For example, in Naruto, you would it actually does all 3 in the first episode. So if you remember, they actually showed the 9-tailed fox in the first episode. So that helps to bring the setting. So the world has creatures that are gigantic, and there are also ninjas. And a few minutes into the video, I mean the show, you actually see Naruto himself. So there's introduction of the main character and the world building. So that is just a small revelation I had. over the past week when thinking of how to further progress my manga blade. And now that I've thought through it, I actually realized that I actually did not fulfill some of the storytelling elements that I've thought of. So I didn't introduce what's the main problem for the first episode. In the first episode. So obviously there's Rin fighting off one of the characters, one of the side characters in the first episode. If you remember my sketch. But I did not actually tell what's the main problem in that world. And because of that, it might leave the viewers, the readers, a bit confused as to how the story can flow. Alright, so and because of that thought process, I thought that maybe I should it's fine to not tell all three components of a story in the first few episodes, but it would be important to at least tell the readers what the problem in the world is. So what type of like social issues are they facing in the world? I don't know if you guys found that interesting, but to me, when I first realized it, I actually thought that it was quite interesting. And if there's any storytellers in the comment section, you can leave a small note on what you think about it, because people like me obviously wants to know what are some good components in storytelling. Because obviously, if you're drawing anime, if you're not drawing off a already existing novel, you have to think of your own story. You know, drawing can be all good and all, but if your story sucks, I don't think anybody's gonna really stay for long. Which is something that I'm concerned at. And speaking of that, I guess Blade is not actually I guess it's also a practice manga. Speaking of that, do you think that manga artists are actually still learning their crafts? I believe they are. So they might still be learning how to tell a good story, and there's also the subject on camera angles and stuff. What camera angles can actually produce the best story for them? How can they actually portray the story the best? So something like Chainsaw Man in the hotel scene where they are trapped. Fujimoto actually he tilted the manga panels slowly, but bit by bit, so it actually lets the readers read. They can see the panels actually like tilting slowly and gradually. Now this lantern sucks. Guess something like that is fine. Although I'm not actually sure if this is realistic. But for my world now, it is what it is. The lanterns will have these bead-like objects streaming off the lantern. And I'll probably draw something like that to indicate the candle holder. And I should probably put a lantern holder. Yeah, something like that. Alright, now that that is done, what else is there? Oh, okay, I could probably put the 8 trigrams. The octagon-like object that has a... normally having a Chinese character in the center. So most of the time they will put the character Fu in during Chinese New Year. It's very common to see the upside down Fu word. So that is FU. So what does it mean to flip? So it's actually a kind of a Chinese mock of words. So it's like Fu Dao. So Fu means prosperity, and Dao. Dao in this context actually it means flipped, but Dao can also mean arrived. So it's a Chinese play on words. So it's actually like prosperity has arrived, and people actually use that play of words very frequently during Chinese New Year. Now if I draw the firecrackers like that, I'm probably not gonna finish it on time, so I'm just gonna draw rough shapes. And they're not actually square, like they're actually curved. And there's something that I should try to draw. Because they're like small TNT bottles. Let's not draw too much of the fuse. This thing actually is the fuse. So how it actually works is people will lit the bottom on fire first, and then the fuse would travel upwards, and once it reaches the firecracker, it will actually explode. Speaking of explosions, have you guys actually played with fireworks during the New Year's? So not the Chinese New Year's, but the more common New Year. So that means 31st of December. Do you guys actually play with fireworks? And what does it feel like? Because we aren't actually supposed to light firecrackers in Singapore. It's actually banned. I believe it's because of safety reasons, and we don't want to get hurt, and that is why our government actually banned fireworks. Which I think is okay. It's just slightly less fun, you know. Cause explosions is fun. Kinda interesting to see things pop. It's like popping a balloon. It's quite loud and scary, but when they actually do that, when they actually pop the balloon, it makes quite a big noise, and it's kind of like the feeling of sitting on a roller coaster. Like when you reach the apex of the carriage, not carriage, the apex of the tower, and you look down, you know that something's about to happen. So I guess it's the same kind of feeling of excitement that firecrackers bring to people. Alright, so I can draw some explosive symbol or suggestions. How should I do it? Guess I can do something like that. And do some bit of layering. Do a bit of layering, so secondary explosion at the back of the first explosion. Yep, that should be fine. I'll probably write the word in a bit of a cursive form, so probably at the end. Oh, let's draw the road. Not on that layer. On the line out layer. Yeah, something like that. Now we have another roof. The last roof. Oh, how do you guys imitate the sound of a dog? So is it roof or bark? Or is it rough? Because, well, there's no actual reason. I just thought that it would be nice to it would be a fun thought to have. What kind of sound does a dog make? Or rather, how would you describe the sound of a dog? So over here we have another full Dao symbol. And hopefully I'm able to finish this drawing this week, because Chinese New Year is next week and it will kind of be a bad time to draw, because obviously people are all gonna get very busy, and I'm no exception to that thing, to Chinese New Year, and I will also be very busy, too busy to draw. But hopefully I'm able to post another episode of Blade, or rather me drawing Blade, because I actually have the raw footage done. It's just a matter of when I can edit it, because those videos do not have commentary. So who knows, maybe I'll just put a time lapse of it with a bit of background music. And I'm almost done with the sketch or line art, however you see it. So to me, this is probably not my best work, but I guess it's sufficient enough for a video with commentary, that is. Though my commentary might not be the best. In fact, I don't think it's the best. It's probably not that good. Hearing me ramble and ramble, like, slowly. But I guess that's just the way this video is gonna be. And too bad if you don't like it. It's me that is drawing. So that is how the video's gonna go, I guess. Alright, let's take off the first sketch and see what else I can put in. So I can probably put in some windows as such. So windows for the shop houses. So because we are looking at it from a lower angle, the lower edge of the window would point upwards because of perspective drawing. And I should probably not put a sketch over here. I should probably let you all see the whole picture. Yeah, that would help. And the lower edge of the building goes here. And I can have the larger opening. And the street. So with that, I guess I'm kind of done. But before that, let me increase the brush size and let me see whether I have a good brush to do some calligraphy on. Kind of got this pen and not sure if it's good enough, but guess I can give it a try. Not bad. The lower part doesn't seem to be as easy to do. But oh well. So this is the kanji or the hiragana for the word fu. So you can probably tell I'm not a calligrapher. But there are some rules that you can actually learn in calligraphy that would probably, if you're interested in it, it will help you write a better character, I guess. Oh, I'm forgetting two dips. Two dots. Let's just push this. It's probably not very calligraphy like, but let's push this slightly to the side and pull the whole character slightly to the right so that I actually have more space to do what I'm trying to do, which is to put this. Now that's not enough space. Let's push this slightly more to the right, or rather let's push this Tian word, so this actually means rice field, or rather just field, because the cross marks actually show like those fields that have been plowed. Yep, that's fine. Although I guess it could be smaller because it's a bit too big. Yep, that should do it. And another one here. But it sucks that it's behind the lantern, so I cannot actually draw the whole thing. Let's try the different pen. Let's not keep the line too fast. Okay, I'm just gonna do a rough, something rough. Okay, this real calligraphers would be probably face planting their hands into their faces, because I'm actually not a very good calligrapher and people might be rolling in their graves. Actual calligraphers would be rolling around in their graves when they see how I write the words. Oh well, yeah, I guess this is about it. All that is left is me to color. You know what? Is there anything else? Oh, one trick that I've learned is guess I could do something like an eraser and push the lines up, because this is just something that I've observed other artists do and it looks quite nice, but I have to use very gentle strokes. Oh, it's probably not observable that much, but I guess it's fine if I just continue, because I've already started, so the OCD part of me is just telling me to finish it. No, I don't want to cancel this entire layer. Could probably thicken the lines, and I'm just gonna use the multiple strokes method. And I'll probably do something like that. and fill it in with black. And I'll use some eraser marks. And I just have to replicate the same thing over at the other eye. The curve and fill it in. The eraser marks. What can I do for the nose? I guess I could do something like that. And for the mouth, let me give a bit of a dimple-like shading. So that will be making her mouth shape thicker at the edge. But not too thick, or else she'll look like Joker from the Batman. It's like, why so serious? Do you guys like that moment when they say why so serious and put the pen in the head of the enemy, of the bad guy, rather? Because that was quite funny to me. Do you want to see a magic trick? Ta-da! Should I put the teeth like that? Looks like a rabbit tooth. No, it will help if her lower lip is bigger, so I'm gonna give that a try. Yep, something like that. And to show the audience that it's not the lower teeth, like this part is not the lower teeth, I'll draw the tongue in with shadows. Hopefully that is okay. Maybe that's not suggestive enough, but oh well, looks better in my opinion. Maybe you could draw the nose. No, that's too much. Maybe let's reduce this and yeah, I guess that's fine. Let's make it a bit longer. Alright, so with that, I guess that's probably all that we have to draw. Maybe a bit of crease marks or the armband. But yeah, that's basically it for this drawing. Let's see. Would it help if I draw okay, no, I'm gonna just color it in if I'm ever gonna color it. Yep. Thank you guys for watching. So this is the end of the sketch, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, do remember to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.